to improve your forehand immediately? I've got 5 easy tips. This spot, that area right there, is a spot where we're going to retreat to quickly. The number one thing I see recreational players doing incorrectly is they're racing to get to the ball, where they should be racing to get back to their ready position so they'll have a foundation to hit the ball. So next time you're playing, I want you to think about racing back to your ready position as fast as you can so you have time to see and set up when your opponent's about to hit the ball, which creates time for you to execute your next shot. The next thing I will tell you, that's what I tell some of my students, is when you're playing, do not be a T-Rex. If you're a boxer, are you going to fight someone with your hands really close together, or are you going to try and get outstretched? Of course you're going to be outstretched. It's the same thing with your tennis swing. Look, do you want to be this close and try and hit it? Or do we want to create space? That space gives you a little more poof, which I like. How not to be a T-Rex comes from good footwork. Is you've got to create the space with little movement of my feet. I move, and I make sure I'm creating the distance in my arms by footwork and being able to get there. Don't be a T-Rex. Every match I play, I try and keep the thoughts up here simple. What I am thinking in my mind is keep moving forward. I did a whole video on this, you can check it out. But it's so important, if you're going to hit your forehand harder and faster, your body has to be going in the direction that you're trying to hit the ball. Let's have a look at what moving forward looks like. And let's have a look at what moving forward does not look like. Next time you're playing, if you're saying to yourself, just keep moving forward, it's going to keep you aggressive. You're not going to be on your heels, you're going to be on your toes. And that's such a difference in playing your game and not playing their game. In order to create power, you've got to store it up somewhere. And one of the biggest parts I see for a beginning player is using up their power before they even get to the ball. So what do I mean by this? A few things. Number one is staying compact, keeping your knees bent like there's a roof over your head so you can explode into the ball. Being able to, when you get to the ball, not being like a T-Rex as I just showed, but being able to release everything. So many times people have gotten to the ball and they're up and they've let go of their power and their body's going the wrong way. They've got nothing to give. If you're staying compact though, you can explode into the ball with your legs, with your coil. So think about that before, of making sure you've got a place to get power from that's been stored up so you can explode into the ball. Here's the last tip I'll give you, and probably the hardest for a beginner player to get the hang of. It's keeping the ball in front of you at all times. In tennis, if the ball's pushing you around, you can't push it around. The first 4 tips are essential to make sure that you can keep that ball in front of you. So when you're playing and losing to somebody, think about, is the ball pushing me around or am I pushing it around? You pushing the ball around creates the power you're looking for. Okay, here's the last part. We're going to put all 5 of these tips together, explode into a tennis ball, and see if we don't create some more power.